first game is going to be Xian versus Mono. F.A.N.G versus Seth is going to be the first match we have here for week 2. It's going to be Red Rooster going up to fight up against UIU, the new, stronger, improved. But we don't get to see F.A.N.Gs like that, bro. We don't get to see the F.A.N.Gs get a lot of play out here, not only just in single play, but a very strong one at that. Mono has been making some amazing strides throughout these last 2 years.
Oh, absolutely.
With the F.A.N.G.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, he's been dominating a lot this year, too. Like, we talked about his performance over at CEO. He's taking down some of the best in the United States. And I got to say, man, he's looking to try to do so against someone like Xian, though. He's the innovator of Seth v Trigger 2.
Oh, yeah, we talked about this. And I know you get to talk with him a little bit on Street Fighter League sometimes as well. So knowing that, I mean, very much one of the innovators of the Seth play. We saw a lot of Seth last season in Street Fighter League.
It was Seth Fighter League. That was for sure.
It actually was. A lot of people were saying that. But Seth is still a very, very strong character to play against. And I love to see this matchup against F.A.N.G because we really don't get to see it that much.
Yeah, no, I think there's only a handful of F.A.N.G specialists, but I gotta say, considering what is happening on the screen, Mono is making it work. Yeah. But it's hard to see. It's hard to even put it in that way because F.A.N.G has taken some significant strides on the upper echelon of getting those improvements, right? And this season, he's gotten a lot better and a lot more consistency in regards to the damage output.
I feel like one of the things you really have to point out, you'd be remiss
not to point out.
Oh, of course. As an anti-air, bro, this has been, for the longest time.
It gets me by surprise every time.
But no, like, just being able to have matchup experience versus a character like F.A.N.G is far and in between. It's not really easy to be like, oh, I got F.A.N.G experience because the character doesn't get a lot of shine. But Mono, like we said before, has been tried and true with this character and has really been putting in the work.
You have to ask somebody, do you actually have F.A.N.G experience? Ask this question mark. It's like, I doubt it, man. If you haven't played against Mono, you haven't played against the others, it's a whole different story.
Oh, V-reversal works out a little more, but Xian still with the read on the V-reversal.
Yeah, and that was actually a pretty good call out. I think that was indeed him knowing
that's gonna combo. That was godlike Mono.
That was actually pretty nasty. Yo, Mono is playing out of his mind already. He barely even started, man. He's already got a game on the board. It's got Xian, got his hands on his hips. He's like, damn, that was good. That's the stance of like, damn, I gotta think extra hard on this one.
It's the only thing he got you in the game, in the first game.
Yeah, he tried to extend, but you press stand light kick at the perfect time.
Yeah, stand light kick is always easy because you can't punish it.
They have a very character-wise, you don't have to worry about Luke, but if you don't have the XP versus some of these characters, you're gonna get beat up. Game 2 here. Of course, this first set is 1st to 2 worth 10 points. Already checking on the toes right there. One of the main things that's really been working out for Mono is like just using that gas right there to control the neutral game. And I love the fact that we get in this V skill too to kind of get like this advancement with the special moves as well as keeping the pressure on.
I think outside of that, right, the utilization of down forward fears sets him up for a nice spacing trap for a standing medium punch buffer. And I think that's been utilized pretty well thus far, but now it's going to be all guesses. Xian letting it rock with that V trigger 2, not being able to guess correctly. Mono in a tight spot, or so I thought. Okay, yeah, so he was ready for that throw. You cannot EX dash out of the way. It is not throw invulnerable.
Nice.
It is strike invulnerable though. Looking at it right now, again, we were talking about that pressure. Mono was just putting a lot out on the screen, but still the traps do get read correctly. Xian with a giant jump in, EX, mad cradle, a throw will do it.
Big
Mono
damage.
knew it as well.
Woke up, hit jab, get the light kick confirmed.
What side?
What side? What side?
I beg you, please, everybody in the chat, you let me know what side. I got schmitz.
First off, everybody in the chat got hit. I want y'all to know that, so I don't even want to hear none of that.
Guaranteed. If you say you blocked it, I don't believe you.
But that's one of the powers Mono has really been putting in this time. The mix-ups are going to be real, even if you're somebody like Xian. Oof.
No jump-ins for free. Xian was pretty much reading that off the cut. Again, there's been a lot right now of being put in the corner from Mono, but I will say to his benefit, he's been playing out of it pretty well. Yes, sir. Finding the right time, getting out of that V-Skill 2 pressure. Setting the traps up again. Look at the poison adding up on the side of Xian. And it really does add up, right? It's ticking away little by little, and that's totally fine by Mono. He's not going to be overly committed to anything other than letting that poison kind of tick down that damage until he gets an opening.
And that's one of the things I feel like they, if I'm not mistaken, they tweaked that poison damage in the last update for F.A.N.G, and it's really, really made it so he can control the pace.
Me, man. I wouldn't know. Actually, in regards to how much damage that's doing in the poison department, I stay away from there.
Yeah. Still ready. Look how active Mono was playing with this F.A.N.G, really aware and able to walk out of some of this pressure. You see Seth sets the bomb right behind them. Oh, nice CA confirm. Yeah, definitely not dead, but this is a bad situation to be in, but still, trigger on the table for Mono. Wake up buttons again?
Maybe
no.
Like, now, like 2 touches, probably. No, sorry, 1 touch. The block there from Xian still plusing. Oh, okay.
And the jump anti-air at the ready. Mono trying to close out this set.
Yeah, I misspoke around the roundhouse too, but it's still going to be so close. Oh, my God.
4 seconds left on the clock, Jeremy.
I can't believe it. He's going to be chilling. Yeah, Xian clutches it out, playing as defensive as ever. And I got to say, man, you got to really pick and choose your battles in regards to what's coming out on the screen as F.A.N.G, right? That standing roundhouse, sure, you can contest afterwards to get that trade, and F.A.N.G, or excuse me, Mono, didn't want to bet that. But the coward crouch and the kicks, that is indeed plus. But Xian, not worried about it right now. He's already setting the pace pretty well for himself.
Big jump in right there. Look at this pressure coming from Xian. Looking like he's getting a little bit more control.
Oh, how did that hit?
So far away.
Such an awkward collision, too. And now, yeah, is Mono even going to try to set up poison? No, I think he's trying to play the normals, right? A sweep from that distance and good presence of mind, getting the confirm without having to go for the trigger. That's totally fine. Ugh. Not bad. Yeah, getting the target combo as well. Xian, he's trying to get that opener. He's trying to get Mono to press a button, but still the defense as solid as ever puts himself in the corner. So awkward.
And a little gray life on top of it, getting real close to being able to close it out.
What I saw is he dodged lots of dive kick. Of course, he sometimes got the normal jump, but you could whiff punish the dive kick for sometimes. Yeah, it's easy. You just press. Basically, when you're feeling you're blocking the opponents, and you press. Try to whiff punish it.
Getting some words of wisdom from Hot Dog. Xian looking like he's starting to take control, getting a little bit of the lead in this set.
Okay, he's dashing him up.
Oh, goes for the meeting.
And you could hear his teammates, right? You could hear Mono's teammates. You know, Xian is going crazy. What are you going to do to stop this? I love the low profile
Big
against
damage.
the axe kick. It's so important to even try to like track down Seth in the air, right? Because I mean, F.A.N.G doesn't have a conventional anti-air like in terms of a special move. He has it via normals, right? Crouching medium because it's a big deterrent, but axe kicks can be changed up in timing. But damn, look at the big shift in momentum and the amount of damage on the board. In fact, it's going to be death to Xian. Mono taking it right back from underneath the main Seth player.
Okay. Now that we see the one Seth, I'm curious if we're gonna see more than one this season. You know, I know just in regular.
I doubt it.
Yeah, you know, like I know in just regular play, we still don't really get to see that many. Ooh. Sets those poison balls just to make sure to control most of the screen. Nice V reversal. That escapage V reversal. One of the better things about F.A.N.G. It's out of the corner, but still gets a big combo.
That's the first time we actually don't get to see a counter hit conversion from the side of Xian. We've talked about how good he is in getting those specific counter hit conversions.
Oh, V reversal to get out of there, using the evasiveness of F.A.N.G to get out of there.
And we talked about how squirrely F.A.N.G can really be, but you know, Xian has had that read a couple of times over of getting the throws against the V reversals, or at least like the EX dash out of the way too. But as of right now, keeping it sturdy, F.A.N.G stuck in the corner, plus frames for Mono. He tried to be a little bit sneaky to get his activation. He was trying to get a frame trap going.
No anti-air, another jump goes for the heavy kick version, and that is gonna leave you on block stun. Gets the throw to the corner and the whiff punish early. And once again, it's just Xian just being content, taking these hits, everything that he can get, and then just waiting for his turn. Mono getting a little flustered, it seems, because he can't keep Seth at bay in a lot of these situations.
And it's tough, right? He was looking for his turn to activate V-Trigger, and that's been like the biggest thing that allows Mono to pretty much take control of the matchup.
Nice.
That is huge. How often do we get to see a wake-up critical art at this stage? It's been pretty few and far between, as you mentioned earlier. That's a very valid strategy still.
And I'm not surprised, because we've seen Mono wake up and do buttons last time to get that confirmed. Wait a minute. Spins the EX, gets the knockdown, tries to go for the throw. Mono at the ready.
That's so tough, right? Even though he landed that very important critical art, I feel like he was already put back into the corner pretty quickly, and now he gets to play the long-range game. What a stop on the V-Skill 2. Mono being as active as ever, letting that poison rock again.
Look at how much damage that poison is doing, and gets the crush right after it sets out another poison, and just having to hold this. Xian dashing across the screen, trying to get like this momentum back in his favor. Ooh. Wait a minute.
We do have the V-Trigger on deck for both players. It's a matter of who gets to activate first. It's going to be in big trouble.
V-reversal
yeah, you can't. Oh, no, that wasn't a counter hit, so he can't go into the Fierce Ender, but it was too far to get anything else. if you're Seth, I don't know if you could be. I don't know if you're able to
build a meter right there.
Oh,
Oh no, you got to be careful.
I think this is fine if you're mono.
Careful, Super.
I think this is absolutely fine if you're mono.
It's
Right? The
fine.
super is going to be the biggest deterrent.
And it's fine if you're mono, if you're Xian as well, right? You can hit to confirm, but the
Let's
patience
go!
adds up. That's gonna be 2-1 in favor of mono this time around.
Very
Gonna make those
stable.
first
I like
10
it.
points
I
count.
like it.
Starting things off in a pretty strong manner, right? I mean, from both ends, I think Xian is obviously a very, very solid pick. As if you're on the home team, you pretty much get to snipe out whoever's in the rafters for the away team, right? You had Mono starting things off with F.A.N.G, Smug to follow up, and then Ajax Fidelity, who I really, really want to watch. He's been on my radar for quite some time, but overall, I think Mono's control of the situation
You were looking
was
for it
beyond
too.
excellent, right? You could hear it. I don't know if you can
Yeah, he didn't
actually,
throw.
but they were talking about like how Mono was looking for the V skill activations a good amount of time. So it's very good awareness and good understanding of the matchup, because how often does he get to play against this caliber of Seth?